Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist, and it's time to go over some of the combos, actually the main combo for my 6 Samurai build for the 500 subscriber video. So, real quick, the general punchline here is we need to be able to play Battle Shogun of the 6 Samurai, use his once per turn effect of discarding a card to add a Bushido counter holding spell from our deck to the hand, which allows us to quickly get Gateway of the Six, and then we need to go ahead and build board. More than likely, what you need to be able to do is you need to be able to board in up to the Battle Shogun. Additionally, you're going to need Gateway. These two can both hold counters, but we really need a second card that can hold counters. So it's good if you start with one spell already, which is why we ran the Temples, the Sam Unites, the Dojos, obviously the Gateway, and obviously the Battle Shogun himself. And you're going to want an extender. And extenders come in different forms. Obviously, we could use Grandmaster, we could use Kazan. We could use Monster Reborn, Living Fossil. What was the other one? Legacy of Succession, World Legacy Succession. So there's a whole bunch of stuff. Then we want to basically get into the red-blue loop after we go ahead and we find our way to go ahead and generate the counters. And that's going to lend us into the end game state that's really going to go ahead and let you pick and choose which cards out of your extra deck you want to set up, like Borload Savage Dragon. We can set that up. Dagaris for a game swing. Apollosa for some chain blocks. Saryuja, because, Saryuja. And, of course, you can always set up an IP Masquerena in preparation to go into Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. To really mess with the opponent during their own main phase. So let me shuffle up my deck real quick. And we're just going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and shuffle it. And I'm going to basically do test draws right up until I feel fairly confident that we are going to be able to pull off the combination. And then we'll just kind of walk through it. And to do so, I brought all of my my Konami dice. I even have the KC now. So I do know that there's a ruling on this. So like the cards that can hold the Bushido counters, like our boy Battle Shogun, each die is supposed to be like one counter. But today we're going to use the face values just to kind of walk you through the steps. So real quick, let me just kind of set those up there. We'll go ahead. We'll take our 5-card starting hand. You know what? Let's actually pretend we're going second. The extra card we can always pretend doesn't exist. But let's see what the hands would look like between first and second. So going first. Okay, Monster Reborn. We got an extender. We got super lucky there. We got the Divine Sword. We got Kizaru. We got Kageki. We actually have an excellent go first hand. That can only be made better by whatever this is. So we got a smoke signal. Are you kidding me? Best hand ever, guys. Okay, so real quick, the way we're going to want to play it, we're going to want to be able to set up our Token Gatherer first, which then leads us into Token Gathering. So we're going to go ahead and play the Kageki first. And again, every time Gateway sees a summon, it's going to gain 2 counters. You know what? Let's trade that out for something a little more visible. Yeah, I like that one on camera better. And again, since Kageki was summoned, we can special summon 1 from the hand. We're going to choose Kizaru. Again, that's going to double us up. We're going to go to 4 counters now. So we can already start tutoring things. Now, the next part is sort of fun. Kizaru's effect says when it is special summoned, we can add from the deck to the hand a samurai with a different attribute. Which, my friends, is pick one, red or blue. It doesn't matter. Blue was closer, so we're going to go ahead and grab blue. There he is. I just realized I put my hand in the way, guys. I'm sorry about that. So we're going to do that. And I think I'm going to shuffle off screen. That's going to make somebody motion sick. Okay, so now we've got our blue. We've still got an extender. we've got another search spell. Here's what we're going to want to do. We're going to go ahead and link summon into our Battle Shogun. Again, he is a samurai monster, so another 2 counters. And now that he's been played, we can go ahead and pitch a card for his effect. Normally, I would say let's get rid of the Phoenix Blade, but let's get rid of Shinai. All right, and this is going to let us grab, just pick one. I'm going to go with Dojo, guys, just because I like it. You could absolutely go to any of the ones that you want. But again, strongest money is on these 2. So pick between the Field Spell and the Dojo. I like the Dojo because it has an extension summoning effect. And that can help out again here in a little bit after we've already put up our game state. So, okay, now we're going to activate the Dojo. Now we need to extend our play. So there's 2 ways that we can do this. We can either utilize the Monster Reborn that's now in our hand, or we can utilize counters that are already on the field. But I'd like to have a little more of a surplus before I get there. We do not have any special summonable characters off of Smoke Signal yet. So, Monster Reborn will do just fine. And again, we'll be able to special summon Blue. Now, what happens when Blue is special summoned? Well, first and foremost, he was special summoned to a zone that the Shogun is pointing to. Shogun gets a counter. Let's move him down a little bit. A character was summoned. Dojo gets a counter. A character was summoned. Gateway gets 2 counters. Okay, so we've got 10 counters. Okay, that's fine. Let's go with Smoke Signal. Smoke Signal for red. And again, just play red to the other zone there. Because, again, it just doesn't matter at this point. So red is going to make that go to 2. This goes to 2. This goes up to being 10 now. Now, that's pretty impressive. What's the kicker? The kicker is, it doesn't matter anymore. As long as you weren't stopped by, say, Ash Blossom, Effect Veiler, Infinite Impermanence, Ghost Ogre, Nibiru. If you haven't seen those yet, and again, this would have been nicer to be like Called by the Grave or something. Or Instant Fusion, because again, Instant Fusion would help us set up Thousand Eyes Restrict, and we just play him off to the side somewhere. Because of the rules with Master Rule 5. We don't have to play 2 link points anymore. We now have a surplus. This is always going to be 3 counters per summon. So we're always going to get back most of what we used. And again, as long as we keep bouncing cards here, we're just fine. So let's take these 4. Let's go ahead, grab another red. And again, we can just special summon it to the field because it doesn't matter. So let's find red. Let's put her in the middle. Now you're going to perform the red... Ooh! You're going to perform the red-blue loop. Now what red-blue is you use 1 Mizuho to tribute Shinai to destroy the other Mizuho. Doing this means that Shinai's effect will kick off, letting you grab this Mizuho back. Then you're going to use counters. 4 more counters. So we're going to drop this card to 2. What we're going to do is we're going to get the Shinai back to our hand. When we play Shinai, we've played him back to a zone that this guy pointed to, so that's 2. This goes up to 3. This goes back up to 4, which allows us to play this, which means now that this is 4, this is 6, and this is 4. We can do this infinitely because Mizuho is not a quotes effect like the Battle Shogun. So, once per turn here is a soft once per turn. Once per turn here is a hard once per turn. So the newest Mizuho can still sack the Shinai to continually destroy the older Mizuho, thereby giving us back that Mizuho. And for a spend of 4 counters, we can go ahead and just go ahead and special summon both back, which means we will get another 6 counters back regardless because it's 3 per summon. It costs 4 to do. We get 6 back. It's a +2 minus or plus whatever the Battle Shogun gives us for board position. Now, additionally, what you'll be able to do is you'll start adding in cards like Kazan and Grandmaster. And the reason that you're going to add those two in there is to give you additional names. So now we can special summon both of those. And then you can take these four different names, and you will be able to set up cards like Apollousa or Saryuja. And by setting up Apollousa and Saryuja, you either chain block the heck out of your opponent, or you're looking for more cards to be able to set up an even better board, just in case maybe you didn't have the goodness gracious God draw that we got here. And again, I'm not reshooting this video. I don't think there's any way I will draw perfectly like that again. And this is, of course, like best case scenario drawing. But this will allow you to set up just about any board you want in the game. Again, we'll be able to play to our Xian, because again, we can... maybe we can't. We can only special summon the Xian effect from the graveyard, not from the deck. And there's no way to really add him outside of using the reinforcement of the army. So, okay, maybe you won't be able to play him, but we'll be able to get Fuma, maybe. But you'll be able to do other things. And again, Apollousa, again, Saryuja, these will help you do what you need to do to play how you need to play. And again, maybe you're just using the Saryuja for the quick draw 4, and then you're going to use it plus 3 of those Samurai back for the Apollousa, and then you can just go ahead and build back your board again. You don't need to keep the Battle Shogun. He's just great while you're trying to build and get into the cards and the counters that you need. And everything else is really just situational combat. So I do hope that you guys enjoyed this. Doug, if you're watching, buddy, I really hope that you understand that the evolution of the deck that you loved so much is just gotten so much better. And it feels a little bit like a gimmick, but it's actually really strong, really fun to play. And if you guys want to see an asceticism build for this, just ask. I'm more than happy to build Samurai as many times. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next video, all right? Later.